on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
One of the questions we get asked the most about our travels is where is our favorite location? Now that is a tough one to answer, however.
What we can tell you is that in the past year we have not stopped thinking about the Greek islands.
Welcome to Patmos.
So many people tell us they're coming to Greece and how excited they are, and they're going to Santorini and Mykonos, and that's it. Those are absolutely gorgeous islands and worth visiting, but there are like 2,000 islands, something like that, in all of Greece, and over 200 of them are inhabited. So there's loads of options. We highly encourage you to get off the beaten path and discover places like Patmos.
We have this all to ourselves right now. Little Greek alleys all to ourselves.
We are, and we're actually in the main town of Chora right now. It has the monastery on the top. It's the capital of the island.
You guys are not going to believe the view from where we are. We just have to find the edge of this little town to show you.
Okay guys, I'm going to depend on my phone for this because there's a lot of information about this aspect of the island. It's often referred to as the Holy Island or the Jerusalem of the Aegean. It's a very important pilgrimage spot for Christians. The reason being that I think it was like 100 AD or something like that. St. John the Apostle was exiled here. He ended up in this cave. You can actually go visit the cave. We're not going to do that today, but kind of cool thing to do. He was exiled here in this cave, and he wrote the book of Revelation, which is the last book of the Bible. It's the one that talks about the end of the world and the apocalypse. You're going to see lots of references to apocalypse here on the island just because it's such a huge reference point.
All I know is one thing. I'm very happy that none of that book has come to fruition, and I'm sure you guys are as well because, well, you wouldn't be watching this vlog right now, would you? Oh wow, look at the view! Well, now you guys can see how high up we are. We're staying in that town down there.
Yeah, so the sort of the main town called Skala is
Yep.
where most people live and where you'd likely stay if you're coming here. Great view up here.
Yeah, we'll show you guys in a while, but check out the view. Look at the shape of this island. Wow. So we're going light for lunch today. We ordered a lentil salad. So this has some beans in there. There's onion, I think celery and parsley, and probably some of the amazing Greek olive oil that you can find anywhere on this island or in the country. Yeah, it's really good. It's nice and cold. It's really hot out today, so I like that it's cold. It's creamy. The beans are going to be hearty, I can tell, and there's just little pops and crunches of onion through it there. I like the consistency. I'm glad we got this. We've got one more thing to show you though.
So we also got some zucchini fritters or zucchini croquettes. I've seen these on lots of menus, but we haven't tried them yet. I think it's gonna be hot.
I'm very curious to how these are, because they are on a lot of menus, like you said. I don't know why we haven't tried one yet.
They are yummy. It's basically just like, I think ground is the word I'm looking for, but like little pieces of zucchini, and then they fry them, and I don't think there's much else to it, but it's delicious. It's crunchy on the outside and then like kind of creamy on the inside.
It's kind of the perfect little lunch.
It is.
So this is pretty cool. Behind us, we saw these three, I'll call them retro, old school Greek windmills from the distance from the fortress, or the monastery in Chora where we were at. Pretty cool.
They are cool, and they're also, if you look up any pictures of Patmos, you're probably going to see them. I feel like they're in all like the marketing stuff for the island.
Absolutely. We saw them a lot last year too when we were on Santorini. If you want to check that video, you can go up there and watch it. But yeah, these are all too familiar to us now.
we've just made our way to a different part of the island called Grikos.
It is beautiful here as well, as you probably can tell from the footage. It's like a little beach town?
It is a little beach town, like a
Yeah.
little village. There's obviously a beach, some boats, a port. It's really lovely.
I can't get over the color of the water. It's really clear. There's some big yachts here as well. I'm not sure which one ours is. I don't know where we parked it.
It's right there.
Oh, all right. See you guys later.
So a little story for you in case you haven't figured out that we're really, really in love with this place so far. We've been here for 2 nights. The first night, if you watched the last video, we took a big, long ferry to get here. It was really late. The next morning, which was yesterday morning, we woke up. I think we spent like an hour here, and at that point we were already like, oh my goodness, we don't have enough time here. We're here for 5 nights, and it's clue. Like I could come spend a month here easily.
You guys know us. This is exactly what we look for. Exactly what we look for. I didn't know this was going to be like this.
I had no idea. I'm so excited. I'm excited all the time about how awesome this place is. I don't want to sound ridiculous, but it's just like, it's perfection.
So guys, we decided to splurge a little bit today. So we're walking down the beach, and then we came across this hotel that has these very comfortable looking loungers. And now, since on our last trip in South America, we did not make it to the beach very often, we said, you know what, today we should pay a little bit and hang out here for a while. What a nice place, huh?
We got some cozy chairs. Oh, and we got our Freddo cappuccino.
Kind of hooked on those, guys. I got one too, guys, don't worry.
Yeah, and I think we actually might be stuck in Greece because we can't get these anywhere else, and we have to have them every day.
There could be worse places to be stuck. So I imagine the question on everyone's mind is, how's the water?
It's quite warm. I wouldn't say it's like bath water warm, but it's definitely easy to go in. Well, I haven't been in yet, but I'm assuming.
It's actually pretty nice. Refreshing. It's cooler than I thought. But I always forget that the water's like not as salty. We're used to the Atlantic Ocean and maybe the Caribbean, but I don't know what it is about the Mediterranean, but I know one thing. I do like it. That might have been our favorite afternoon ever. It's just one of our favorite things to just come across these random little beaches when we just don't know what we're gonna do throughout
and
the
then
day.
we spent the afternoon just relaxing. I read a book. We did some Instagram stories.
Amazing.
We're following us on there. But now we're back down into the main town. It's called Skala. So it seems to quiet down like mid-afternoon. It's really quiet right now. And then about like 6 or 7, everything opens up again. It becomes lively. But on a side note, someone once told us that if you want to get off the beaten path on Greek islands, go to a place that doesn't have an airport, which is exactly what this island is. If you want to get here, you have to come by boat.
Guys, there are Greek cats everywhere in this little town. But they're not the friendliest, huh?
No, I find in general, like, there's Greek cats, well, in Greece, there are cats everywhere. I haven't found them the friendliest cats. What's with that?
It will rub against the chair, but just not you, huh?
People.
Come on, you could do it, kitty. Oh, do we have contact? Do we have contact? Go closer. Contact! So now we are back at our place from a very eventful day. We're back here because we're tired. And somehow we got tired just hanging around on the beach doing nothing.
It's so stressful.
Does that happen to you guys? I feel like that happens to us. I don't know. I'm sure most people would agree. The other reason we came back here is because we got a really great view of where we started from this morning of the monastery.
Yeah, and Chora, and the monastery. We didn't really talk about the monastery that much when we were there this morning, mainly because when you're there, you can't really see it that well. But when you're down below, it looks like this huge looming castle there. It's funny to be there and not really see it that prominently. But so, and really interesting thing about Patmos, and I mentioned this before about being a pilgrimage spot because of the whole John the Apostle type thing that happened here. There's more. One thing I read was that based on the size and the population here, there are more monasteries and churches than anywhere else in the world. I don't know if that's true, but it's in the official book here for Patmos, the tourist guide. That's what it says.
I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us today. If you happen to be new around here and you're like, who are these people? I'm Trevor, this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Welcome to the channel. If you like the video and you got this far, you might as well click that like button. It really helps us out. Leave us a comment because then we know you're watching. And if you hit the subscribe button, well, you get to see more videos just like this, because up next, where are we going?
We're going to, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, either Semi or Simi. It's a little teeny tiny little island in Greece, but it's right off the coast of Turkey.
Can't wait, guys.
It looks beautiful.
Can't wait.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Patmos, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.
I'm on my way now.